When M4 was developed, I think there was a common thought that we believe that we need to create something that is also a pipeline of training for a young generation. And something that has been very strong in my heart is a picture of an arrow. And I say something that God in the Acts 2 pouring out His Spirit. And I call the arrowhead the sons and daughters, and they will speak prophetic. That's the Bible say, that sons and daughters will speak prophetic. And I will say sons and daughters will by definition always be the prophetic generation. We need to release sons and daughters to reach their own generation for the gospel. Sons and daughters has to be the arrowhead of every church or every denomination. You need to invest always in the next generation. I will say sons and daughters are the age between 0 to 35. 0 to 35. It's sons and daughters. It's kids, it's youth, it's teenage, it's young adults. And the church and denomination who have not that in their focus to really give over will in some way probably die within 3 generations. If you lose 1 generation and the young generation, you will probably die in 3 generations. And that's happened with a lot of the churches in Europe. We are dying, declining. We are losing the young generation. And for us, M4 has been also to create a pipeline or a system or something that can help the church planter and also young church planter and their team to succeed the first phase of the church planting. But the arrow has not only an arrowhead, it has also a middle part. And in Acts 2, it says that young men, and I think women, they are the one with the vision. And I think it's important with young men and women. And then the arrow has some feather, and it's the older has what is written, the dreams. And I think dreams and vision and also the prophetic, the arrowhead, we need each other together. God is a God of 3 generations. He's a God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. God works in generation. But we need to understand that there is a place for each generation. And as an arrow, everything is needed. I think the prophetic young generation is the arrowhead who really break through, breaking new ground, reaching their own generation, expressing the church in new ways to reach their own generation. And they need to be allowed. While the middle generation is the thing who brings together and should be the thing that brings the generation together. Because they are in a position, I will say the age of 35 to 55 or something like that. They are in the middle and they can bring the generation together, and they have an overview and understanding that bringing together, and they can be strength to the arrowhead. And then you need feather that really give the direction, help to clarify the course and the direction with their wisdom, with their understanding, with their deep understanding of what is need to be done and where are we going. So you need the generation together. I will say every generation has the calling and the mandate and need to win their own generation for Christ. Every generation has to be focused on reaching out to new people. The old to the old, the middle part to the middle part, and the young to the young. But as a church and denomination, you need to focus on the young generation. But every generation needs to win their own generation. But as a church and denomination, you need to focus on releasing, giving space, and let the young generation run as the arrowhead, as the prophetic generation. And it's important to understand that in the end of time, the last verse of the Bible says that in the end of time, He will let the heart of the Father turns to the sons and daughters, so the heart of the sons and daughters can turn back to the fathers. And that's a principle of that. It's not the young who are going to come to the fathers. It's the fathers who move to the youngs and really serve them and release them in their potential and their calling. I'm a father of 4 kids, and I know that it's my responsibility, a father of 4 kids between 16 and 23 years now at this time, to really keep and work on heart relationship to my kids. It's my responsibility. I can't demand that they will really only come to me. I need to go to them. I need to serve them. I need to work on keeping their heart and keeping relation to their heart. It's not always easy, but it's my, as a father, responsibility. So also in the church. You as a leader, you as a 35, 50, or 60 or 70, it's your responsibility to turn your heart to the sons and daughters. Cover them and protect them, and let them run with a prophetic calling or reaching their own generation. And M4 is also for the arrowhead. It's for the young generation, to create a space of the first 3-4 years in church planting to help them succeed in planting a new church. And I believe there will be thousands of young people moving ahead, planting churches that reach their own generation. That's also why M4 is created, as a systematic tool of helping young people, church planter and their team, to succeed the first 2-3 years of planting the church.